Hi YouTube friends, and thank you for joining me again. We have a surprise. Lo and behold, after I had already decided to order a species phal, because I couldn't find one, from Forest View Gardens on the coast, who I ordered my little minis that are on my bark display. So I asked them what they had because I didn't see anything in their catalog, and I told them what I wanted, and she wrote back and she said she had one. The price was very good, so there's one coming next week, so boy, we're going to be busy. And then Jack and I went into the grocery store that sometimes has orchids, and lo and behold, there was a beauty. And I want to tell you why I picked this one. Now, what I did is I did pot it earlier. I took it out of the pot that it was in and just popped it in this one dry. But about a half an hour ago, I filled this one with water to help me. It still is very packed around the outside. But the reason we picked this one was because I've gotten a little smarter over the years, and I have found the more aerial roots, the better. Now, there was a couple dry ones and one broken, but then continuing, and this one had the most. In fact, there was about 6 orchids, and the others didn't have any aerial roots. So what is good for me is that a lot of times the aerial roots is what takes what they live off of also. So you can mist them and look after them and use some of the 222 orchid spray and keep them healthy, and your plant survives better. And it took me a while to learn, because just in case you do have to cut off more roots under the surface, because I had one I'm still babying out in the other room, and it hardly had any roots. Had beautiful leaves, but hardly had any roots and no aerial roots. And it's alive and it's trying to get new roots, and I'm hanging on to it, but that's a lesson learned, and maybe I can share that with you, so you say, okay, what am I looking for? Healthy leaves. These leaves are nice and firm, and the color is nice. Not too dark, not too light, and there's lots of aerial roots in here. If I dump this, you'll see it later. And so let's get started and take it out. Every repot, I love repots. I watch repot videos myself, and everyone is a learning experience. Everyone is different, and we're just going to go ahead and do it. And what I've got here is the place where I was buying just straight bark, because that's what I found I really like now. It was fir bark, and I was getting it at Hannah's, who they're retiring and closing down. And they have a big 60% off sale going on. So Jack and I went in there, and they had these great big bags. And I never knew where the bark come from. So people has asked me. So here we go. The price tag on this big bag was $28.32. I got 60% off. It's beautiful bark. It's called Rexius orchid bark, and it's fir bark. And there's a lot of stuff on the back here. It says it is a cleaner, heat-treated Douglas fir bark that is being processed by high grading and sizing to the highest standards, especially for orchid growers. And it goes on and on with lots of information. So was I happy? So there was 3 bags there, and I thought, I'll never in my lifetime use more. I don't plan on having 100 orchids, but I plan on filling my windows. And I don't think it'll be that much, because in just bark, nothing's going to go bad too quick. So I'm hoping to keep them in the same pot for 2 to 3 years. Not once a year, but 2 to 3 years, maybe more if I think it's doing good. So I have definitely soaked this bark for 24 hours. And I'm not advertising, of course, here, I never drink it, but I pick these up at the thrift store. They're handy for just this. So, so this has been, it has to soak at least 24 hours because it is so dry and dusty and it gets all the awful stuff off. So I have that, and then I have some, just a few pieces of charcoal. Nature's soil sweetener. Just a few pieces of charcoal and a few pieces of laverol. For now, I mean, I've been doing fine, but I'm not using the scrapings from what was left in the bottom of my orchid bags that I used to buy. I'm preferring the straight bark, and it breathes so nice, and I've had really good success with the roots, so there we go. But what else I did get is I got 3 blocks of this orchid block. I don't know how you, coconut husk or whatever, coir. Anyway, sorry. I took a little piece off the other day and I soaked it in water. And the pots I had that the more aerial roots were on the top and they dry quicker. It's the only place I am not putting this inside the pot. It's going to be used like a top dressing, as if some people use moss or whatever. It does, I've noticed, I don't miss the top as often. It does keep it, but I don't want that moisture sticking inside. I don't want to use it in there. And they will get some nutrition as this is just on the surface, and when I water it goes through. So there we are. We're going to get started and we're going to see what we've got. And hopefully it's all good news. I got my scissors ready if I need them. Okay, let's see what we got here. Mom was up this morning and she made blueberry crisp. I mean, she'll be 94 in December. She's right now suffering with a plugged ear, and she's sort of a little dizzy, but she's one of these people, you know, she won't give up. She goes on her treadmill every morning. If she can't make it in the morning, she'll go in the afternoon. But she's up here because it's Sunday, and she's in charge Sunday. I do the other meals. She's in charge Sunday, and we usually have company. So she's got vegetables done. She's got a roast ready to go in the oven, and she's made blueberry crisp. So if a buzzer goes off, we'll know what it is. It's Mom's blueberry crisp. Now, is that beautiful? Are they beautiful? Now, there's still some buds there. I've been pretty successful with flowers not dropping, but I don't guarantee that the buds won't drop. But we're going to try. We're going to try and be gentle. And if you just hang in there, I'll pick this all out of here. Yeah. Oh, it smells good in here. Yeah. I could turn the video off and join it together, and then we go back to the joining things together again. I used to do that through YouTube, but they took that service away. They said no one using it. I'm always the no one. But do you ever find that? You know, oh, no one uses that, we quit getting it. Well, I'm always the no one. So get used to it, Carol. So Jack found me a site that I can do what I need to do. And he helped me with the last one, because sometimes when I do this, I like to save time and turn it off so you're not bored watching something. Okay, the center of this is always the hard part. I think it's when they first start growing them, it's the little hard piece where the original comes out of. And at least it doesn't smell. And you know, I wonder how they go about when they send, they come up in a big greenhouse truck from the coast, and I wonder how they choose which 6 orchids of all their orchids in the greenhouse that they're going to decide to send up here. Because it's such a beautiful orchid. The flowers are beautiful. I love the leaves. And I thought, okay, this is going for the table centerpiece. When it's in bloom, it'll be on the table. When it's not in bloom, it'll be probably in a window and follow the same routine. This isn't looking too bad. I think we got even some white roots. You see, this is one reason now I could say I don't want to I don't want to repot it because it's in bloom. I've done that before and regretted it. From now on, I am doing it right away. If the buds drop, they drop. But that doesn't matter to me. Right now, it's beautiful, and I plan on keeping them for years, so I plan to look after them good. Now, what have we got here? We got some vellum, which is almost the center of a root. But it's not rotten, it's dry, and I'm going to leave it because it's not rotten. It'll help hold things in the pot. So we got some of that, and we got a broken one here, right in here. We got a broken one. It continues green after, sort of green. I'm not, I should give you a closer look at that in a minute. We'll just finish doing this and we'll see what we got. I've got a compost bin here that I'll worry about doing when you guys aren't here. That I like to use it in the garden. We usually have 2 compost bins going outside, and everything, all our peelings, whoops, that one went. All our peelings go out there. So, we'll get her going soon here. Okay, let's run some water. Oh, by the way, talk about running water. We had our first full day of rain yesterday since the beginning of summer. It was wonderful. Now the sun's out again. It's nice out there. The temperature's a lot cooler. A lot cooler than it was, but boy, were we happy to get that rain. My garden, my vegetable garden, the soil is like an earthquake out there. It's got great big cracks in it. And, you know, I grew up with a family that always had a vegetable garden. Oh dear, telephone, not happening. Not happening. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to show you this. It is a close-up. I got it it's actually very good. Let me walk around here and I'll show you what I got. Okay. There's some sort of halfway. There's nothing really gooey here. Everything seems firm. There's some. I'm not leaving any moss at all. I don't want it. Okay, this one here, see, is broken. And I think I'm gonna cut that one off. Although this is good. This is dry. Oh, it's a tough decision here. What? I don't know. I think I'll cut that off. And everything else looks good. I think it's ready for the pot. Okay. Okay, here we go. Put some. I'm going to do it in stages. Oh, I was going to cut that off, wasn't I? Okay. Yeah, I'm not really liking that, so we'll just take it off right there. It was iffy. We don't need iffy. I think there's a beautiful amount of roots here. I'm glad I've done it. So, now, this is the bottom. Jack cut off the pot, and I'm putting it like this. The water can still drain through. It'll stop the bark from going through. So, a few handfuls of bark. Nice size pot for this. Okay, a few handfuls of bark. And just a little bit of the charcoal in this. And how do we do it? Because I want to put this in, and then I just want to shake the rest of the bark in. So, oh, I love this plant. Okay, wasn't I lucky? Sometimes luck just is with you. So, we're just going to shake this down inside the hole. Maggie, she's back. Phones are ringing, dogs are barking. Isn't that life? Oh, we don't care. We love being here. We're blessed. Yeah, we are thankful for every day, every day. And the beauty of the orchids for the winter ahead. This is why I do this, because our winters can be very long. It's going to be in, you know, it's just cooling off now. The mountains are getting a bit of snow. So, you know, these will be looked after so good, and then we'll have flowers in the winter. And yeah, I look forward to that more than I do putting a Christmas tree up. Maybe our Christmas tree will get smaller. I love Christmas. I love the reason for the season. But the tree, such a lot of work. And you can have something really green. Yeah. We have a great-granddaughter, though, so she needs her Christmas. And we have other grandchildren. They need their Christmas, and they need their grandpa and grandma to do that. Now, what I'm going to do, and I won't waste time right now, is I'm going to get a long, just a little skewer. I'm going to just shake this in. And is that beautiful? Is that beautiful? You know, this came out of there. I have no idea why that one was in there. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I still love this. This is why I do it, because I do love it. And I love sharing it with you. And I love all the comments and the hints I get from people to help me out. And I'll just attach a short video with it sitting on the dining room table, if I can join it on. Thank you. Okay, here we are. It's on the table. I'll show you a close-up. Oh, I'm pleased. You know, I love these leaves. I'm going to make sure they stay just as healthy and beautiful as they are. And I think it's a winner. It is a winner. So there's the close-up. And thank you for joining me. And we got more surprises to come. We will be busy. So thank you again. And we'll see you soon.